Who commands the National Guard during federalization transitions? Imagine a scenario where a state National Guard unit is called into federal service to assist with national emergencies, natural disasters, or other significant events. The question arises, who holds the ultimate authority over these troops during such transitions? Understanding this process involves exploring the roles of various government officials and the legal framework that governs the command structure. Under normal circumstances, each state's National Guard operates under the command of the state's governor. The governor has the authority to deploy the National Guard within the state for purposes such as disaster response, law enforcement support, and public safety. This authority is granted by state law and the United States Constitution. However, when the situation escalates to a federal level, a formal process called federalization occurs. Federalization of the National Guard is initiated when the President of the United States exercises his constitutional authority to take control of the Guard units. This authority is derived from the Constitution, specifically the powers granted to the President as Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces. When the President federalizes the National Guard, the units are transferred from state control to federal control. The process begins with the President issuing a formal order, often based on a request from the Secretary of Defense or other federal agencies. Once federalized, the command authority over the National Guard units shifts from the state's governor to the President of the United States. The President then exercises command through the Department of Defense, specifically the Secretary of Defense, who acts as the principal defense policy advisor to the President. In practical terms, the President's order is executed through the Secretary of Defense, who has the authority to assign the federalized National Guard units to specific missions. The Secretary of Defense oversees the operational command, ensuring that the units carry out their designated tasks under federal authority. This chain of command remains in effect until the President issues an order to defederalize the units, returning control back to the state governor. In summary, during federalization transitions, the ultimate command of the National Guard shifts from the state governor to the President of the United States, exercised through the Department of Defense and the Secretary of Defense. This process ensures a clear and structured command hierarchy, allowing the federal government to mobilize and utilize National Guard units effectively during national emergencies or crises.